We can't take your energy because it's too pure, it's too good. We don't like it. It doesn't taste good to us. We need this guy's energy. But we see that you don't deserve this. We're trying to warn you. We're going to go anywhere he goes. But you need to know what he's about to do. I walked into the room and these shadow people, they were gone. And what was surrounding him, to the point that I couldn't see him, just little things he was trying to do, but I couldn't see what he was doing. Like a man working in the garage on something, but really he's just tinkering around. It's nothing of importance. This group of big life-sized trolls, plastic, furry, colorful hair, little belly buttons, all surrounded him. In the same way these shadow people are surrounding me, but they all surrounded him, and they kind of turned around the way that you do a Barbie doll, you know, because you can't like make their legs work, so they just kind of, right, and they kind of looked at me, and they just kept looking at me, and looking at me, and all these trolls were looking at me, and I woke up, because that was fucking weird, right? And then the next night, I woke up in the middle of the night to make my son a bottle of formula. And I hollered at my husband at the time and said, "Julian?" And he comes in, he's like, what? I said, "Where's our TV? TV's gone." I look out the window, "Where's our car? Rent money's gone. Where's my engagement ring? Everything's gone." And that's all I'm gonna say of that story, but we went on a goose hunt for this guy to get our things back, to find our car, and we had some very gangster motherfuckers help us out. So gangster, I don't feel I can share it online, because laws were broken. We got our car back, we recovered some of the things, but we were ultimately evicted. This pattern of unfortune followed me as I continued my marriage with my ex-husband. Ex for a reason, as this type of misfortune no longer followed me once I disconnected from him. Now I've created my own misfortune, yes. But I take pride in how I got through my own issues. They weren't caused by the person I chose to stay with. I made choices. We all make choices. And we all have to pay the price for those choices. Going forward, don't use couch surfer. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, that's how I met the guy, by the way, couch surfer. If you don't know what that is, just also look it up. But don't invite strangers into your home to live with you just because they need to. I'm going to tell you a big sob story. This guy was a gypsy. This guy was a fraud, a fake, a scam artist. And after he left, my family completely destroyed. We had to build back up everything we lost. More people came forward over the years asking me, "Do you know him? He robbed me too." Horrible stories. One time he found me on Instagram and he asked, "What happened to you and Julian?" So I sent him a link to a picture that I had previously posted that explained what happened to me and Julian. He said, "I'm so sorry to hear that." The short story was we were both mentally ill, and we understood that when we're both having a hard time, it makes everything harder. It was as if only one of us had the opportunity to be having a hard time, the other one had to keep it together, and so we just took turns falling apart. It was never really that productive of us. And it hurt our son, the way we fought day in and day out. I swore I'd never be in a relationship with someone where I screamed and cried and ultimately ended up self-harming.